Hey guys, how's it going? This is ThePyroGunner. So, Black Ops 3. Am I excited for it? Well, before seeing the zombie stuff, I was like, this campaign stuff and this multiplayer stuff, really, I'm not excited for it at all. I really liked the new things that Advanced Warfare did with that game, but this game seems like it's a mixture of the Advanced Warfare new stuff and of the old way of playing Call of Duty, which is like, really, I'm not interested in doing that. So, the last thing in this game that I thought could still make me want to get it is Zombies mode. So, I am a big fan of Call of Duty Zombies, and I will first explain to you why I like zombies and why I don't like some of it, and yeah. So, starting off with the World at War maps, what I really like with those zombie maps is that it has this dark, sort of creepy, scary feeling to it, but at the same time, perfectly added in bits of humor that just complement the darkness in a way and give it some comic relief, but still not taking away the dark tone of it, and just having this darkness and this comedy both exist at the same time and not being bad with it. And also, something that was really good in it was there was a story in it, but it wasn't presented to you like out in the open like, hey, look, this is the story. No, it's like, hey, this is a game where you're shooting zombies and you don't really know why, but if you look closely at different things, then they give you clues to what the story is, and from there you can make theories of what happened and stuff. And that way that the story was presented was so amazing. It's one of the best ways to tell stories in a video game, because that is a video game that is focused on the gameplay of surviving through rounds of zombies and trying to see how far you can get, which is very fun. But then, although it is not necessary to playing the game, there is a story out there if you look for it, and if you can use your brain to think of ways that it could be put together and just make theories on it. And it was just very cool with that. And the story in it that actually is the thing is very interesting. So that is why I loved zombies in Call of Duty World at War. Technically, I didn't have World at War, but I got the World at War maps as DLC in Black Ops 1. So now moving on to Black Ops 1 zombies. At the start, it basically continues exactly what World at War was doing, and it does it very well. Now, as Black Ops 1 zombies went on with the DLCs and stuff, it kept the same basic feeling, and in general, everything was just as good for the same reasons and stuff, but it did start to get a little far away from what it was in some ways for me. Such as they added in these kind of Easter eggs where it's like a side quest where you go do these random things and then eventually you get some ending that tells you part of the story. And I really did not like that way of presenting the story that much. Like, it's okay, and there was some very interesting things that went on with the Black Ops 1 Easter eggs in that way. But I really prefer the smaller individual Easter eggs that you find scattered throughout the different maps, and then you put together things in your head and stuff, and that to me was a much cooler way of presenting the story. And then we move on to Black Ops 2 Zombies, which was totally horrible. It was just taking everything that was good about zombies before and basically flipping it around and making almost every single aspect of zombies terrible. Gameplay was made very frustrating and less fun because in like every single map there was some sort of a certain gimmick that just messed with the gameplay in a way that made it not flow right like it used to, and it gave you something extra that was just tedious to do and you didn't really want to do it, and that was very frustrating. Now, on the story side, they added in these new characters who were really strange, really weird, really stupid, and like no one really liked them as much as the old characters. Also, the story in the game was really bad, and also the way that you found out what the story was bad too, because they kept on doing the way of doing Easter eggs as a big side quest like thing, like you do a sequence of things to have something happen and figure out little story things, which is certainly not as cool as the other way that I already mentioned. Plus, story was more of a thing that was more in your face, more obvious of what story things were going on, and it was more pushed as being almost even like the main thing that you were supposed to do, and it felt like playing the main game of just surviving sort of even became a side thing to do. Basically, the only map that I actually really liked in Black Ops 2 was called Buried, and it was good because gameplay was finally really good in that one, even though the story and other stuff was still really terrible. Okay, so now I am going to tell you guys what I think of the new Black Ops 3 zombie stuff. Basically, there are 2 new trailers out. One is for a map called Shadows of Evil, which is like the main map that comes with the game, and then there is another one for a map called The Giant. So I am going to be going through each trailer and telling you guys what I think of it. Okay, so here we are going to go from the start of the Shadows of Evil trailer. Okay, so I am going to stop it right there and say already there's something that doesn't feel right about this. First off, and you haven't really heard that much of it yet, it's like more through the trailer, the music in this is way too upbeat. And that's not to say that zombies music shouldn't ever be upbeat at all, because some of the best zombies music in the zombies games is the Coca-Cola little jingle songs, but that's sort of like a little comedy, like little piece of music, just one little thing in there, just some little detail that's really cool in the game. But this music, even if it's not in the main game, it just sets the tone in this trailer to be something that is not what I want out of zombies. Now, the second thing that I noticed here that really just feels wrong is this is already just feeling way too colorful. These colors are just way too bright and flashy, and it really makes it not feel that dark or creepy like zombies really is supposed to be. But one thing that actually does look cool here is the setting. It is in the 50s. Finally, we are going back to this more like 40s, 50s, 60s, maybe even some 70s, which is very cool in zombies. I'd even say like 80s is cool for zombies. Basically, a little bit more of an old-fashioned time. Like, not too old-fashioned. Like, I'm a young person, so to me, this is like old-fashioned time. Anyway, so there's that. I like that the setting is in the like 50s or something. That seems very cool. And we're seeing just more and more flashy, really bright colors that does not feel like zombies at all. So we see some zombies here. There's some characters talking. This music keeps on going on. It just really doesn't feel much like zombies at all. One thing to notice is that the zombies do have yellow eyes, so maybe that means that Samantha is controlling them, if that is even relevant in this, because I think I heard that this map is like in the same zombies universe as Mob of the Dead or something, which I know that most zombies people liked Mob of the Dead, but I personally really didn't like it that much. But yeah, there's that. Let's keep on watching.
Imagination. You want to know what I think? I think we're being punished.
Now, this gun that this person is holding, I don't know the exact name of the gun, but it's like some sort of World War II type gun or something, and that looks classic zombies to me, and I like that gun. It looks cool being in this.
I think all this is happening because we're bad people. Anyone interested in front row?
Then there's also some like Black Ops 3 futuristic guns in this, which totally disrupts the mood and makes everything like, what is it even going for now? It's just a mishmash of crap. Also, it is very easy to tell here that story is right up in your face, being presented almost as like the main thing of zombies, when really it should be not a main thing at all. It should be this optional extra thing that's really cool, but not the main thing, of course. Also, we are seeing that there is a totally new cast of characters now, which to many zombies fans, me included, is pretty disappointing. Basically, no one likes switching character groups that much when playing zombies. But it looks like they're doing it again with this game, which is very unfortunate. So, what do I think of these characters from what we can tell here? Basically, they don't feel like what zombies characters should be. It seems like they're saying all of these one-liners that are meant to be funny, but most of them aren't really that funny, and what was good with the old zombies characters, like Edward, Richtofen, and like Nikolai and Dempsey and Takio, was that they said things that were actually pretty funny most of the time, and that was part of what made zombies so awesome. Also, just looking at what the gameplay is here, it looks like a lot of just mindless zombie shooting, and while in a way the series has always just had mindless zombie shooting, there was a well-designed survival game in the original World at War and Black Ops Zombies and stuff. And as it went on, it's really turned into more of just a mindless zombie shooter. Like, it's still fun to try to get to the highest round you can, but I think it's quite clear to tell that as it's gone on, it's become more of a just mindless zombie shooting sort of thing. So there was some sort of a launching rocket riot shield thing, which looks kind of fun, but I just don't know if that really feels like a zombies weapon, like a true zombies weapon to me. Then they're showing some new gameplay feature here, which I don't know if it's only going to be on this map. I feel like this is one of the things that they add only for this map, and it like won't be on any of the other ones. And it is this gumball machine, and it gives you gumballs. I would assume that this is a random thing, which is pretty cool because random things you get, like the mystery box, has always been a big part of zombies. And these gumballs give you some sort of cool power-up type thing. Which, here's the thing. This seems like it's going to be a gimmick that's only on this map and probably not in the other ones too. And what was good with the older maps was that when they added things such as perks and such as Pack-a-Punch, those became something that was in every zombie map afterwards, and there were really good game mechanics in it. And I don't know how important this gumball machine thing will be, but to me, it just feels like one of those things that's going to be on this map and then it's going to be gone. Why? Because it wasn't important and it didn't really matter that much. And then, I don't even know what this is anymore, but it's like a first-person view of one of the characters somehow having like some sort of octopus tentacle things. Maybe they're infected, sort of turning into a zombie-ish type thing. I really don't know what's even going on anymore in this, but this does not feel like Call of Duty Zombies to me. This feels like other wacky stuff that does not belong in zombies.
Weird anymore.
What the hell is that?
Okay, and then here we see the boss zombie for this. And I have never liked boss zombies in zombies. It seems like it's just a big thing to where it's like, oh hey, look at me, come fight me, I'm here because we need to have something new in this map, and it just takes away from the gameplay of killing the normal zombies and stuff. And in general, I haven't liked boss zombies. I think they're really annoying. One thing that I do think is a very good kind of sort of like a boss in zombies is the Hellhounds, because they have their own specific round, and on Doris they actually start spawning at like, I think it's round 17 or something close to that on the normal zombie rounds, and it makes things harder in a very good way. And those felt like the right sort of creepy thing. Now this boss zombie is like a octopus tentacle thing that has 3 heads of what looks like the crawler zombie things from Kino der Toten. And this just looks like a big silly thing to have in it. This doesn't feel like zombies at all, like in the least. And yeah, this seems really stupid. I really don't like that this is in it. Also, there's these flying bug thing monsters in it. This doesn't feel like zombies at all either. It's just getting so far away from what zombies is and what it means to me and why I loved it so much. So yeah, that's what I have to say about the Shadows of Evil trailer. Barely any good things at all. This really does not look like the zombies I wanted at all. And originally, before they even announced that this Call of Duty is Black Ops 3, I was really hoping that they were going to do a zombies only Call of Duty and go back to like classic zombies taking place in like World War II or something with the old characters and have good Easter eggs again and good gameplay that's not gimmicky. But unfortunately, that is basically the opposite of what we're getting. Okay, now onto the trailer for The Giant bonus map. So this is a remake of Doris, which in my opinion and in many others' opinions is the best zombies map ever. It is the definition of what Call of Duty Zombies is and what it should be. It is so perfect as a zombies map, and nothing else has ever gotten better than it. So, I don't know exactly how you get this map. It's like either pre-ordering the game or getting some special edition or season pass, something like that. So first off, this looks very cool being a sort of remastered Doris, which is like the best zombies map ever, and I like this so far. And you can hear some things from like Dr. Max's talking to Samantha and stuff. And this is where it starts to get a little worrying. It's like, okay, we don't want the story to be this important and like in our faces. And then we see Edward Richtofen, who is basically everyone's favorite zombies character and one of my favorite roles that Nolan North has had. And basically, we find out that this is a big cutscene here that we're seeing that they've added into this map, and right away, what is just so wrong with how they're doing this is the story is right up in our faces. And that is not what I want zombies to be at all. And right here, they're taking the best map ever and making it worse. And overall, what they're doing with zombies in Black Ops 3 is just offensive to, like, me as a zombie fan. That's how I feel it is. It's like they're trying to take everything I love about zombies and just crush it and twist it and just run zombies into the ground. And part of me feels like they're just seeing how much they can get away with and still make money on Call of Duty now. And it's just crazy, and I really don't like where they're going, but there's a little bit more in this trailer that I want to talk about. So basically what we see are that the characters in this other than Richtofen are from the Zombies map Origins. And then what happens is Richtofen brings his like former self from Origins into the future, and then he like shoots himself. So, well, like not himself, but the young Richtofen shoots the older one. So basically we're playing as the Origins versions of the classic zombies characters in this map instead of the way it should be. So I know many people really liked Origins. I'm definitely not one of those people. I seriously really did not like Origins. First off, gameplay. There was a really annoying boss zombie, there was the robots that stepped everywhere, there was too much in the gameplay, too many gimmicky things, and there were the power stations that didn't stay on, they went off, and they were the most annoying thing. Also, there was mud all over the map that made you walk slow, and like seriously, I swear that at least maybe even 50% of that map was slow walking mud, and it was frustrating to play through that map. It wasn't fun, and it really wasn't what zombies should be. And also, another thing that was terrible was they completely changed the origin story of zombies. It was a very cool thing about science experiments gone wrong while trying to make new technologies to fight World War II, but then they changed it to being zombies coming out of some like ancient relic thing back then, and somehow, out of some strange pure coincidence, the 4 original characters happened to meet in World War I. And how does this even happen? There's so many things that I did not like about the map Origins, and now they're tying that into the best zombies map ever. So basically, if you couldn't tell already, what do I think of Black Ops 3 Zombies, of what we know from it so far? It looks terrible. It basically looks like they are taking what Black Ops 2 Zombies did and building on it. Yep, it was horrible in Black Ops 2, and we are going to keep on ruining your dreams in Black Ops 3. Basically, at this point, I don't think I'm ever going to get good zombies the way that I want it to be ever again. And really, like, I'm so mad about what has happened to zombies that I kind of just don't even care anymore. It's like, okay, go have your fun and ruin it as much as you want now. Because zombies is basically dead to me now. Like, I loved it so much, but it's so much of not what it used to be. And I just hate it now. So yeah, that's what I think of Black Ops 3 Zombies. Overall, I have basically no reason to want to get Black Ops 3. But even though this sounds crazy, I might still get it because I just kind of feel like I want to know how bad this truly is. I want to experience it with my hands on the controller, how bad they have ruined zombies in this game. Just because I'm a big Zombies fan, and I feel like I just have to know firsthand, experiencing it, what it's like, how bad it really is. And I kind of just want to get the game so that I can review it now. So I'll probably do that if I have enough money at the time of that happening, but I probably won't, because I'm pretty low on money as it is. But hey, that's what I think of Black Ops 3 Zombies. Maybe I will get Black Ops 3 after it's been out for a few months or something. We'll see. Basically, Black Ops 3 looks like it's not the game I want it to be, not in the slightest bit, really. And yeah, you guys tell me what you think of this in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and have a great day.